My name is Kathleen Selmans. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Amplified Now, a digital marketing agency that focuses on traditional digital marketing, sales pages, landing pages, emails, and all that, and content marketing. And before you go to sleep on the words content marketing, I want to talk to you today about how to build a content plan that brings you leads. That last piece is really important because you can build a content plan around anything, but one that brings you leads is the one that you focus on. So let's talk about how we walk through building a content plan that increases leads and gets people to download something. It's a very simple process, and I'm going to walk you through it right now. The first step is to make sure you have a lead generating opt-in. That's an on-demand webinar, a quiz, an ebook, a checklist, something that is sort of the floor where your blog post should end. If you don't have a floor, then your blog post just kind of spills everywhere. Think about like the words just kind of falling down, right? But if you have a place where it ends, then you have a place where you can send people. Make sure you have an opt-in for the blog posts that you create, for the videos that you turn into blog posts that you create. Make sure you're sending people somewhere and make sure it makes sense. Because the first step to generating leads is to give people something that they want in exchange for their email address. So we have on our site the ultimate guide to content that converts, and that's sprinkled out through our website. That's where our blog posts end. It's really easy to set that up. We can help you if you need a little bit of technical advice, but remember that you need to send people somewhere. Your video calls to action can be different than your blog calls to action, because in a video I'm not going to tell you to go watch a webinar or something. You just watched me for 5 minutes. You don't need to watch another thing. So sometimes the calls to action aren't the same. You end your video differently than you end your blog post. You can do whatever you want with the text of your blog. So make sure, so that's step one. Make sure that there's an opt-in at the end because otherwise they are just page views. They're not really connected to people until they have an email address. And the second part is coming up with conversion-oriented content. And this is something that we only do for our paid clients. And I have a strategy session, actually. It's 45 minutes, and together we'll brainstorm a bunch of different ideas on how to come up with content that, if done right, will lead to people downloading your thing, will lead to people booking a call. I'll link to that in this blog post, but just know that a strategy session is not expensive and you come away with all kinds of ideas, and we structure it in a way that it just makes sense. And when we go through it together, people are filled with aha moments, because I think coming up with a content strategy is so hard because it's like the blank page syndrome, but worse, because everything that you're doing is new and fresh. And I remember a client telling me once, why would I come up with content if somebody can just Google that? And to me, that was such a lack of understanding of what coming up with content does. And so yeah, you think about Google, you think about what people are searching, you think about the conversations you have with people and the questions that they're asking. If you're brand new, you think about the questions you wish they were asking. And so we go through that, and we can do it together, or you can do it on your own, and then every single idea is a good idea in a brainstorm. And then we take it through another filter. Will this bring us more leads? Will talking about this bring us more leads? And the trick, if you don't want to do a full strategy session, is to think about the topics that you would want to talk about that are not how-tos. The ones that are whys. Not how, but what and why. Because those are the ones that people will connect with you on, and they'll think, oh man. And especially if what you're selling seems pretty simple to you, you probably don't want to explain it in a 5-minute video because you don't want it to seem simple to other people. It's okay that it's simple to you. You're the expert. But if you can explain it in 5 minutes, people aren't going to pay you for it. And often it's the how that's behind the paywall. So make sure that you're funneling people to the right place. Make sure you have a way to end your blog post in a way that will encourage some people to click and opt in. And then make sure you're talking about things that are leading people down the line. So there's content that people can connect with in any level of their buyer's journey. I hope that was helpful. I would love to show you our checklist. So if you head over to our website, it's amplifynow.com. You scroll a little bit down and you'll see the ultimate guide to content that converts. And I think it'll be really helpful for you. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.